Today we're going to talk about the most common cause of a liver transplant. And this thing I'm going to talk about is the #1 cause of a liver transplant in the US and the second most common cause of a liver transplant in the world. And that would be acetaminophen, commonly known as Tylenol. Now, if you're in Europe, it may be called paracetamol. Now, here's the problem. The active ingredient in Tylenol, which is acetaminophen, is in quite a few over-the-counter medications. It's in Alka-Seltzer Plus, Benadryl, Excedrin. It's in Pacoset, Robitussin, Sudafed, Theraflu, Vicks, NyQuil, Dayquil, and in Vicodin. And many of these medications come in 1-gram tablets. But here's the problem. Only 4 grams a day is an overdose. You should never take more than 3 grams in a 24-hour period, because the toxicity from this chemical literally destroys the liver cells, and this destruction is irreversible. Now, to make things worse, if you have a fatty liver, if you have cirrhosis, if you have hepatitis, if you're an alcoholic, if you're a heavy smoker, and if you are on antidepressant medication or antibiotics, or you drink a lot of aspartame because you drink a lot of diet sodas, all of this weakens the liver to the point where 3 grams in a 24-hour period is highly toxic, if not deadly. So here's what happens. The liver makes 2 enzymes that are supposed to dismantle this chemical and turn it into a harmless byproduct. But what happens when you overload these 2 enzymes too much with this chemical, it gets saturated. And then a third enzyme comes in to try to cope with this. And then you start depleting your glutathione, which is a very important protective antioxidant for the liver. Then you start getting necrosis of the hepatocyte or the liver cells. Now, the term necrosis is the death of body tissue. So your liver cells, hepatocytes, basically die. Now I want to give you a little reality on how easy it is to overdose on this chemical. Let's say you're taking NyQuil and Alka-Seltzer Plus, and you're taking 2 of each twice a day, which doesn't seem to be that outrageous, right? Well, right there, that equates to 4,450 milligrams of acetaminophen, which is a toxic dose. So basically, by taking just these 2 medications, okay, 2 doses twice a day, you literally can cause liver failure. All right, so what can you do if you accidentally take this amount? #1, activated charcoal. Take it within 1 hour, okay? That will help to minimize the toxicity. #2, NAC. This is a natural remedy, a very powerful antioxidant for the liver. And then we have milk thistle, which is a very powerful, effective herb that can help protect the liver cells as well. And the third option is to get a liver transplant. The problem is there's a long waiting list for a new liver, and who knows if you're going to get one. So the key is basically having the knowledge of this data so you can avoid accidentally overdosing on Tylenol. All right, thanks for watching.